Hi guys, it's Frugal Fani. Are you interested in avoiding plastic? Me too. Are you interested in eating healthy? Me too. Well, today I have a few tips for you on how to avoid plastic in the freezer. It's October in upstate New York. This is the best time to fill your freezer with fresh produce from the farmer's market. If you buy it at the farmer's market directly from the farmer, it doesn't come wrapped in plastic. Let me show you a few examples. So, this is a purple cabbage. You treat it just like a green cabbage. You can slice it thin, put it in a compostable plastic bag, and freeze it so that you can pull it out during the winter months and make Asian stir fries. You can also use a green or a purple cabbage and freeze the leaves, take out the center part, freeze them flat, and use them to make haluki. You're welcome. Another thing that I like to stock up on in the fall from the farmer's market is cauliflower. This guy was so big I had to cut him in half to fit him in my refrigerator. I'm going to put this in the food processor. I'm going to rice it. I'm going to make it into cauliflower rice, which is expensive when you buy it at the grocery store, and it also comes wrapped in plastic. Mine, I'm going to put away in probably 4 different compostable plastic bags, and I'll be able to pull that out of the freezer all winter long and use it in place of or in addition to brown rice in recipes. Now, if you like to play with your food, you should check out the farmer's market and get yourself some Brussels sprouts. Yeah, as a kid, I would have never eaten a Brussels sprout, but also as a kid, I never saw where they came from, and I certainly never got to play with my food when I was little. But take your kids to the farmer's market, let them carry one of these around for a while. You can eat them right off the stalk. Let them help you cut off the little Brussels sprouts. You can shave these thin, make them into salads, or you can freeze them and roast them during the winter. Delicious, and they're really fun. It's another excuse to play with your food. Another kind of cabbage you can buy at the farmer's market is Chinese cabbage. This is great. It's sort of like Savoy cabbage. Again, you can shred it and use it in salads or stir fries, and it stands up to being frozen and reused later. I like hearty greens. I'm a southerner. These are collard greens. You stew these. There are a lot of recipes for Instapots using collard greens. Any hearty green is going to stand up to being frozen. This is Swiss chard. You can freeze it and pull it out of your freezer in the middle of winter to make hearty soups and stews. And if you like Italian food and you like to make eggplant parm, again, just prepare this first, slice it, you like your slices thin or thick, whatever, put a little salt on them, freeze them on a baking sheet, and then take them off the baking sheet frozen individually and pop them in a compostable plastic bag, and you can have eggplant parm, no plastic required. I also have cute little crazy things like these white turnips, which are good in soups. And do you know what this is? This is Jerusalem artichokes. They act just like potatoes. So you can grate them and put them in potato latkes or hash browns, or you can just clean up the little nubby parts and slice big thick slabs of them, roast them in the oven, and slather whatever you want on them, butter, anything. They act like potatoes. They're delicious, and they have a little bit of a different nutrient palette than just a regular potato. Last thing I want to show you is my favorite thing, spaghetti squash. I have a lot of favorite things actually, not gonna lie. But spaghetti squash, it's a hard shelled squash. Any squash that has a thick skin can be put in what used to be called the root cellar. Yeah, buy them now at the farmer's market. Put them in a dry, cool place. Check on them every week or two. They last a really long time. That's what happened in the old days. You harvested this stuff, you put them in a root cellar, and they were eating fresh vegetables all winter long. So, if you want to avoid plastic in the grocery store, try to stock up on veggies at your farmer's market now. If you like what you see, press like. Maybe you could share this video, or click on one of my other videos for some crazy Frugal Fanny ideas about how to stay plastic free and have less of a footprint on our fragile environment. Peace.